Sentinels though, banning the Sin Zhao is spelling it out that we're gonna go for a double AD carry composition. I'm imagining Lucian plus something. Now the Wukong, one of the best picks for Tide, and one of the reasons why they emerged victorious against Guangdong Freaks.
A little surprised that Liberty have gone for the Corki right away.
Yeah.
Did not choose to go for the Lucian. The Sentinels going to continue and double down on the Garen and Varus. Again!
They're doing it again! And Liberty can do it again as well because they know that the weakness for this composition is basically the 1-3-1. Rest needs to, again, this comp needs to operate as a 5-man unit. So that means Sentinels is saying, okay, we just needed to do better. The comp worked, but we just needed to do better.
Very WRL mentality.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a comp's fault, guys.
Yeah.
If we played it better, if the best team in the world had played our composition, would they have lost? No.
No, yeah,
No, and
exactly.
so that's what Sentinels go into it with, and I respect that.
Yeah, it's legit. It's legit, right?
You gotta go in the mindset, yeah, I could be the best team in the world, and so I will play the composition again.
That is saying that they're very confident, right? They knew that the late game was just the problem here. The execution was the problem. Now for Liberty though, they pivot a little bit for more of this team fight. I like it, I like the idea. You have Camille Hextech Ultimatum into the Moonfall. But I feel like with the dueling potential that we couldn't see, we saw rather, with Kona may not be available because we know that the Moonfall will always need to be in a team fight.
Removing a lot of the champion pool in the bottom side. Beginnings will not get to have his Galio this time. The Olaf also taken away from Liberty.
Ooh, I wonder what Kinzen's gonna pick this time around because we talked about the Kha'Zix before, and it is one of the... Oh, wait! Is Lucian?
With the Nami coming through, will Sentinels take Lucian away to try and prevent that combo. But not much frontline here for Liberty.
Yeah, right. That's the issue for me when it comes to team fighting. But as long as they execute first, I feel like they will have a lot of damage and they can emerge victorious in the team fight. Now Sentinels has the option. We talked about double AD carry. If they pick a Lucian, what would be? Oh, dear me, Akali.
Akali out for Sentinels.
I like this pick.
This is that final chance.
Yeah,
this is that final chance to pop off.
It's do or die, right? This is a very high risk, high reward pick. We've seen a lot of amazing Akalis in the tournament. We've seen Maru, we've seen Noelle. Now what could be next? Is it Molly? Is it MTS is going to be playing on this Akali?
I love this Alistar here for Sentinels. I love watching the beginnings of the Alistar.
Yeah, it's basically an engage and a disengage at the same time. You push people away, you knock them up. Now Liberty, will you pick that Lucian that we were looking forward to? Corki mid, give it to Kona. Diana top. No, it's gonna be a Jax Kinzen instead.
Really looks like Liberty are trying to hard force the 1-3-1 kind of position. You have Freaks off in the side lane, Kinzen off in the side lane. Liberty, they do their own thing in the mid side.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do against them? You might be able to get a kill there. But if the side lanes are winning out and they get to push all the way to your base, I mean, Sentinels, what do they do?
Yeah, that's the question, right? Sentinels has to win these early games so that they can deal with the 1-3-1. And that's the reason why Liberty, again, they knew game one worked in their favor. We're looking at Freaks and Kinzen doing the split push instead of Kona this time around. But I feel like in a team fight scenario, I think they could still do decently with a tidal wave, with the Moonfall and the...
Big questions to be asked. Who deals with the assassins? Who deals with the damage dealers? Will Sentinels be able to pull back against Liberty here? For all intents and purposes, I'd say Sentinels was supposed to win that first game.
Oh yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
the fact that they didn't, it's time to reset, come back into it strong.
Yeah, it was a very solid team fight comp. There were so many times that they were winning these skirmishes, these 5v5s, but the late game 1-3-1 crept up to them, and therefore their 5-man unit deemed ineffective against Liberty at that time. Now, I am loving what I'm seeing. Molly this time, not on a Garen, but on something that is very high mechanics when it comes to ceiling.
Right. High
Kona,
mechanical
though.
kind of champions. Shouldn't expect to see anything happen yet. It's defensive summoners, both for Mali and for Kona. That being said, though, Sentinels and Liberty will see a much slower start, as both sides junglers truly do just want to focus on getting a hit time. As I say that, we'll go into the mid lane, help Mali clear out the wave, give him a little bit of additional safety.
Yeah, it was having a hard time earlier, right? Kona was pushing in.
I don't quite see this working out.
Molly.
It's going to be difficult to hold down Mali,
Kona.
trying to walk away from the counter strike. Tide missed the chance for the kill. Has stopped flashing in as the barrier coming through. A massive start for Kinzen and first blood for Liberty.
Granted, that is not what you want for a Jax. Usually, say, when you see a Jax, late game, that's when you start to shine. But if Kinzen gets these early kills, that is dangerous for Sentinels.
And I didn't think it was going to work out, Riku. I really didn't think it was going to work out. But Sentinels were hunting for a kill, and Liberty knew their limits, were able to punish them for that. An amazing job, well done by Kinzen there. That's what's going on to set it all up.
Exactly right. Basically able to marinate Molly at the beginning, chunk a bit of HP out of Molly, and then Kinzen came in, whacking Tybe and Molly as well in the mid lane. It worked out very well.
I've been hearing marinate a fair bit.
I don't know
today,
why. It's my favorite. It's like my word of the day.
Oh, okay. You're not hungry, right? You're good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go, Brandon.
Okay, so it's not that. We'll figure it out at some point.
Maybe
but marinate they will.
Yep.
Marinate they will.
Exactly. Just for Kinzen to eat later. You already ate once. You can eat some more in the next fights.
Would be very nice for Kinzen to accelerate his lead. He already does have a pretty solid one. 900 gold up over Tybe. Tybe, of course, does not need as much to be effective. Realistically able to join in and fight, and his ultimate will do wonders for his team.
Exactly. Getting that Cyclone set up with the knock-up, basically double knock-up, bouncy, pushing everyone away, and then Rest and Molly is going to deal the sufficient damage. And since it's early game, if the damage is not enough, boom, MTS comes in with the finisher, Demacia.
MTS, though, a slightly different look. Hunter Darius last game was able to at least find the upper hand, a little bit more crowd control for his team to make it easier for Rest to find the kills to finish off Liberty. Now, though, solely focusing on the execute. A lot of execute damage for Sentinels, but who gets them low enough to begin with?
Bubble will not connect here. They're trying to find something. 3v3.
Very nice Moonfall. Tidal Wave coming in as well. Does manage to block out Tybe. Initially, Tybe still has his ultimate. They're going to go into the back line. Corner goes down. Demali finds the execution, finds the assassination.
Double
but Kinzen in a very good spot here. With the help of Mana Freeze. The barrier comes through. Molly's still alive. Beginnings blocks the attempts from Mana Freeze.
Oh, Mana Freeze with the killer instincts there. Good thing Molly still had that barrier, but that could have been crazy. Mana Freeze with the last auto attack to almost kill.
Needed the ignite, but had the heal instead. That's alright. Still doing good work for his team.
That was an amazing setup by Kona, but unfortunately, the damage is still not enough at this point of the game. Kona more on the Rod of Ages, just wanting to get more of that survivability for sure. And the damage will come later.
Kinzen running over, but Beginnings
so low.
Will spot out Kinzen. Kinzen gets to start running away. Nimbus Strike manages to chase after Tybe, walking over now. Kinzen flashes out back towards the turret. That's going to be Freaks using his ultimate hex tag ultimatum to lock down Tybe. Tybe's still alive for now, but a flash in. Freaks is too far away. Won't be able to land the strike on the Tybe. Might be looking for a re-engage here as Kona runs over. But from the river, it's too far. Sentinels get back under turret.
Yeah, Sen now tapping out. They say they don't want to fight this. We'll see without Tybe now without flash. That's going to be a bit scary for him once he dives into the fight in the first spawn with Rift Herald and now Mountain Drake alive. But with Molly's positioning, though, it seems to me that they might give up this dragon instead. But the question is, will Liberty want to keep fighting with the one kill that they have for Kinzen?
Objective's coming up, though. And we have to see if the side lanes are going to make a big difference. Kona trades off against Molly as Sentinels will use that space to pick up the Rift out while Liberty trade for the dragon in the bot side.
Are they going to rush down to the dragon and fight? Makes me wonder, because they're there!
Alright, trying to walk over now.
Oh.
Will be a little bit too late. Liberty do manage to find the dragon in time.
I like this from Liberty. They know that the 3v3 earlier basically said they can't fight it. They can't fight Sentinels yet in this game state. They decide to just call it and scale and keep trading.
Rift Herald comes through, but no smite on Kinzen. Difficult to finish off and execute it in time.
Oh, nice.
Koma dodging, Molly dodging with a shuriken flip. Exhaust onto the Kali, keep him away. Beginnings comes in, but a flash away from Kona.
Really nicely done. Reflexes from Kona. I felt like Kona wanted to do the 1v1, but at the same time, you need to exhaust all the dashes from Molly before you moonfall, or else that's going to go to waste.
Shuriken flip once again. Kona in a difficult position. The ignite from Beginnings could be enough, but we start to see Mana Freeze running over to lend support to Kona.
Yeah, that tower's about to go down. They're gonna get first, well, not really. Sentinels already got first break tower. Basically, Liberty wants to take a trade, remove top lane. But look at that, Mali already making his way towards top, so I don't think Liberty's gonna get this.
Twin Shadows here for Mana Freeze. I quite like this adaptation.
Yeah.
And although he's on an Enchanter this time around, I still feel like Mana Freeze has a lot of kind of presence on the game right now. He's been around in a lot of these fights. He was there when they were fighting around the Raptor camp. We saw that aggressive flash forward. You know.
It doesn't really matter what Mano plays, right? Whether he's on a Thresh, he's on a Nami, he's gonna play it very aggressively, and we see a lot of key bubbles a lot around this game. And the fact that he has Twin Shadows, so therefore he is assigned to always find Mali inside the Twilight Shroud.
Mali is going to have the support of the rest of his team, but they are a little bit further away. Kinson tries to dash in for his boss web, they're not going to get over the wall. Rest missed the chance to use his ultimate. Chain of Corruption won't be able to hit. Liberty get to back off.
A lot of respect still. Again, Beginnings is also there to make sure that if Liberty decides to dive, they're going to push them away.
Liberty's starting to bring in the wave, trying to crush it onto the turret here, Sentinels.
I'm
to walk off, Tide jumps in, gets the ultimate in, Cyclone onto the backline. Boss does not have much mana left. Still looking for some damage with the Gatling gun. Beginnings, such a massive front line. But Kona dashes in, he gets the move fall. And Beginnings, his ultimate is timed out. Exhaust over onto Mali, he's trying to finish off the Akali here. Sure he can flip, gets him out, but he goes back in. The perfect execution will get blocked. And with the exhaust removing its damage.
How did Kinson live throughout all that? I do not know. Intense positioning from Liberty. Great dive, it's still not over though.
Rest over by the side. Boss in a 1 versus 1 against the Ferris. But Rest will come up ahead as the victor Kona. Not able to get it. Freaks. Technical sweep. Looking for the last auto attack. The redemption comes in. Will give the heal over the Rest. Actually, keeping him still alive. Rest is still alive.
I can't believe it. You know, Freaks was just waiting for the stasis to come up by, porting in front of Rest. But
that
guess
redemption, Riku.
Yeah, just saved Rest. Jeez, that was crazy.
It's from MTS too? Wow.
Yeah, but it all started here, right? It was an amazing setup by Ty, but look at the healing coming from Nano. Look at the tidal wave timing. And basically, a lot of damage output. Kona with an amazing moonfall to finish the job on Ty. And again, the way that Liberty maneuvers around these fights is basically amazing. How they reposition, not too risky, but they get the job done. And then Kinson just lives.
Yeah, and he let the Neola off, he'll live with the Jax.
Yeah.
Somehow.
How does he do it? Okay, yeah, Divine Sunder, yes. Even has a Proto Bell in his hand, knowing the fact that he will need, aside from the leap, he will need extra mobility to jump into these fights. I like it.
I mean, I'm looking at Ginzin now, he's just popping off.
Yeah, 202.
Enjoying the game. Honestly, really enjoying the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is the set. This is what Liberty needs. Their win condition of, I mean, we expected Kinson to really shine at the late game, but getting these early kills, even now 202, is a very good sign for Liberty.
Careful what Freaks wants to do here. He does manage to spot them out, trying to jump in on the Rest, and he should be able to get it. The package comes through. They find the Ferris, the first kill over to Liberty, but can they finish off Freaks? The answer looks to be no, as the wild tidal wave comes in, Beginning gets knocked out. They finish off MTS as well. Now they're in the mid lane to get a massive move fall. Kona comes in, clutch for the team. Tyke taken down by Kinson, Tyke taken down by Kona, and Mali, the lone survivor from Sentinels. The exhaust once again, so effective against the assassin, will take down Mano Freeze, but Boss hot on his tails with one auto attack away. The first respawn does it, and a Prime Gaming ace over to Liberty.
Clean slate. Liberty is able to clean off Sentinels off of the map, get that Rift Herald, get kills for Kinson, Kona, and Boss. This is just so ideal. You could see that Mali was trying his best to attack the backline, distract Boss, distract Mano Freeze, but at the end of the day, the team fighting of Liberty, let's take a look at that again. It all started with his positioning. Freaks had an amazing flag, Boss with an aggressive package with this very compressed area, and basically catching Sentinels off guard. Look at Mano with the bubble as well, keeping MTS in check. And the moonfall Kona is so amazing. Double kill for Kinson. This is a disaster for Sentinels. It's so good for Liberty.
I mean, the composition might have changed slightly, but the idea still stands. Rest going down so early at the start of the fight means a lack of damage left for Sentinels. We jump right back into the action here. Riku, a move fall once again will catch the back line of Sentinels. Rest gets a free hit this time around, but Kinzen very quickly jumping in on him. The Varus tries to walk forward. He wants to pick up the scraps of this fight, but Liberty have taken what they've won, and they backed off.
Yeah, they already got in the mid lane tower. No second charge though, but they got enough space for this dragon take. Sentinels wants
got the
round
charge,
number 3.
Riku.
Yeah, they did get the charge.
And now Liberty move on to the dragon. Sentinels can only watch as Liberty start this one off. The rest of the team will start running over. Molly tries to jump in now. Kona looking to assassinate begins. A big double man knockup, but he needs the rest of his team to find damage. Kinzen trades back again.
Wow.
Tide using the playful trick, using the trickster to pull attention away from Liberty.
Everyone's so low. It's poke versus poke, but it's Liberty winning this poke right now. Look at Molly buying teleport. Where's that teleport gonna go?
Dragon reset, Liberty start this one again. Like you said, teleport picked up, but Molly changes his mind. This is not a fight worth going for. He picks it up again. He picks up the teleport, but you have to watch out for this. There's nothing left here.
Yeah, unless
Gets his Cyclone. Gets his Cyclone in. Going on to Kona, going on to Boss, on the Mana Freeze. They start to flash away. No follow-up out from Sentinels. Kinzen off by the side as well.
Crazy control by Liberty. Not only they are amazing in team fights, but the way that they control. They want more rounds of this.
Riku is still not over.
It's
still not over. Beginnings caught out by Kona and Kinzen. The flash in from Molly, but a jump out from Kinzen.
They're so comfortable. The fact that there was a 2v4 scenario and they're able still to manage to back away is a very telling sign what the game state is already for Liberty. They were distracting, canceling the ports of Sentinels because Freaks was split pushing top side. Now they're doing Baron!
Wait a minute. Baron started off by Liberty. The ebb and flow of this fight, Liberty are doing such an amazing job. Fight after fight, objective after objective, transitioning from the Drake to the Baron. Liberty will be uncontested as Sentinels have no knowledge of this going down.
Of course, this is so unexpected. Liberty, fast decision making, they know what to do. It is that great domino effect of thinking ahead. Again, Kinzen Kona distracting Sentinels. Then Freaks prep the wave top. I mean, it's amazing. This team is amazing. And now for Sentinels, they have to fight this siege. We talked about the 1-3-1. Kinzen is prepped for it. He's 404. Freaks has been doing amazing as well. Has Hullbreaker. Now they have to deal with this.
Package picked up for Liberty. Sentinels, they were on a timer before. Now, even worse, they must make a final stand. For the competitive chances, for a game number 3, must find a massive fight here.
Yeah, Tybe has to pull the trigger while Freaks is pushing the side lane. There's no teleport for any of the Liberty people.
Liberty far away, beginnings have to move in. Look at the dash on the Kinzen. Kinzen is the one they want, but he has a counter strike and he will not go down. Freaks jumps in on the beginning, trying to kill him off first. The outside finally falls. Exhaust comes through, preventing a lot of the damage out from Freaks. Watch out for the move fall coming in. MTS not able to get the execute onto the Camille. He goes down. A double kill, and Rest the only one left alive. Liberty take the ace. They take them down. A 2-0 win incoming here for Liberty.
Liberty with a massive control, amazing team fight, amazing decision making, 2-0ing Sentinels, and they're going in with, from a sole representative in the play-ins, now going to the group stage.
And in the rematch, it is Liberty with a 2-0.
What a way. What a way to win. I mean, we looked at game number 1.
Amazing energy out from the Liberty team.
I'm so happy.
Mana Freeze with a slightly different outlook. Did not go for the engaged style champions. Tossed Sentinels expectations.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Spending multiple bans, getting rid of stuff like the Thresh, picking up the outside from the cells, and Mana Freeze says, doesn't matter, I'm gonna play the now.
Exactly, there were so many avenues and answers where Mana Freeze was so ready for those target bans. He played the set, it was so incredible. Accessing that back lane for the team. Now the Nami being able to deal a lot of tidal waves and support for Liberty.
Tons of energy.
I'm happy that it was Liberty, and I'm happy that Liberty came through with such a force to be reckoned with that you can't be as disappointed as you might look at the result and just go, oh man, Sentinels got blown out. This is a Brazilian team that, yes, it's the 3rd seed, but when you look back at the history of what this team had to go through, they were technically in the upper bracket. They had taken games off of Omega Esports before getting knocked down. They went to a full 5-game series against Vivo Keed, who clutched down Game 5, took the 2nd seed technically, but the fact that those 3 teams were so close with each other, you can reckon that Liberty is just as good as Omega Esports, and therefore these Brazilian teams, now 2 of them in the group stage, if you're an Eastern team, you can't sleep on them. If you're another Western team, you can't sleep on them. And I want to see the biggest challenge now for Brazil and for the rest of the Brazilian fan base. How far can both of these teams go? Can they live up to the legacies of Furious Gaming and Rex? Can they take a game, or can they take a series off of the WRL representatives?
I think so. I can't wait.
I can't wait to see Liberty